Hi scientists! This is your video for Module 5. So Module 5 is a project module, and I'm putting the whole project in the same module even though we're going to do it over multiple days. So this looks like a very long module, but don't worry because we're just going to stay on it until you finish this project, okay? So every module starts with a warm-up, and every warm-up is important because they're good practice for quizzes and tests. So pause this video and take warm-up number 5, please. All right, now that you've done that, let's talk about what we're doing today. So first of all, I want to talk about what we did in our last module, which is learning how to calculate kinetic and potential energy. We did some math. Now, I asked you guys to do the practice problems, calculating KE and PE practice, and I asked you to have it done by this class. So I'll be checking those, and if it's not done yet, please work on it until you finish it. If you don't have it done by this time next week, it's going to be a 0 in the grade book, and it'll affect your grade negatively. So please do that practice. Put it on your to-do list, write it down, put a reminder in your phone, whatever you gotta do to remember. So far we've had that practice assignment, okay, with the math problems. We've also had the energy skate park assignment, and many of you still haven't finished the energy skate park assignment. So in this module, we're splitting into 2 groups. The people who have finished the energy skate park will move on to the catapult project, and those who haven't, you're going to continue working on it. I don't want to give you more work if you haven't already finished the work you've been given. So what I decided to do is create a quiz version of the energy skate park assignment. So essentially I took that Google document and I just turned it into a Canvas quiz. This is just in case some of you, I don't know, like this format better. So if you haven't started on that energy skate park document at all, or you've been having issues with it, I recommend you just start fresh with this quiz. So you're gonna click on this link and make sure you have the intro to the skate park, make your skater skate, put a grid, open up the bar graph, maybe open up the pie graph. So all of your answers are coming from using this simulation. And then you have the questions. I've shortened it a little bit, but it's 16 questions long. So they're either multiple choice or they are short answer, okay? So if you haven't done the energy skate park assignment, that's it. That's all you got to worry about for right now. So you can stop this video and do this. If you have done the energy skate park assignment, good job. And we're going to move on to something fun. We're going to do a project, an engineering project. So a project where you build something and it's going to use the concepts of potential and kinetic energy that we've already been learning about. So we're going to make a catapult. So here's our project overview page. It's called Ready, Aim, Fire. All right, so in this project, your tasks will be 3 things: to design and build your own catapult at home, launch an object and record how far it flew, and make improvements to your catapult and try to increase the distance it can launch an object. Materials, you can use whatever you want. You can use whatever you can get your hands on, okay? Popsicle sticks, rubber bands, pencils, plastic spoons, wooden spoons, Legos, hair ties, clothespins, paper clips, anything you can think of. Eventually, when you're ready to test it, you're going to need something to launch, and a small wad of paper will do. Maybe a mini marshmallow. You'll also need something to measure the distance. So that could be a ruler. It could also be measuring tape. It could even be, we could get creative with it and do like hands or maybe footsteps. We'll make it work, but something like a ruler or measuring tape would be best. All right, so we're gonna break this project down into 3 steps, and step 1 is to design a catapult. So you're gonna need a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, and you're going to draw or sketch and label a diagram of what you're gonna build. All right, and then before I move on, I wanna point out that the grading rubric is here. Okay, so step 1 will be 4 points, step 2 will be 4 points, and step 3 will also be 4 points. All right, so here is step 1. Step 1 is the drawing, but I recommend that you figure out what you have in the house before you start drawing, and then you look up some example catapults to start thinking about what you might want to use. So when I did this project, I just Googled homemade catapult, and there's tons of images, simple, complicated, lots of different materials being used, and some that are so simple anybody could do them. So I say start here. You can also start by watching some of these videos that will show you how to build them. So if you want to use one of those designs, that's perfectly fine. What you're actually going to turn in for this step is a drawing. Now you're not expected to draw well, but you are expected to draw the things that you're going to use and what your catapult's going to look like. And you have to write out a list, like a recipe, right? A recipe has a list of ingredients and how many. You're going to list your materials and how many you'll need, as well as labeling them in your drawing, because I've seen some of your drawings and I know that you're going to need to label them for me to be able to tell what it is. So label everything, even if it's obvious, and write out a list to go with your drawing. Take a nice, clear, well-lit picture of your work and turn it in here. Upload that picture, and that is all you have to do for step 1. Message me if you have questions, and I'll see you in the next video.